I am intervention.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Joseph McCormick, aka Mr. Intervention, back again. We're going back in All Pro Football 2K8 as we have to take on the Milwaukee Indians. Their strongest suits are going to be their linebackers and linemen, as well as the offensive throwing power of their quarterback. And they've got a lot of options to go to. It is going to be Ken Stabler looking at Jay Novacek, as well as a few guys like Billy Sims back there in the backfield to help out the pass game. Be looking to try and see what we can do in this game. Hopefully we'll be able to come out with a big win, as we'll check the standings and then move on from there. Indians are tied with us at 4-3 in the north, as well as the Sailors, so we've got to get a win here. Legends have come back from mediocrity to lead the South. The Rhinos have the Central at the moment. Over in the Atlantic Conference, the Assassins still have a game lead over the Knights. Wasps have it over the Top Guns and Cyclones, and the Ironmen lead the Firebirds and Red Dogs by a game as well. So let's go ahead and get into the game. Milwaukee Indians will host the Minneapolis Kings, and that game is next. Rainy day here in West. Oh, excuse me, stuttered there. Rainy day in Milwaukee here at the Biersky Field. The Minneapolis Kings taking on the Milwaukee Indians, and this is going to be an interesting one for certain. We'll have to take advantage of our pass game if we're going to look to win today. Guys, we're facing our Derek Thomas, Bob Brown, Ken Stabler, Jay Novacek, Billy Sims, Yancey Thigpen, Robert Brazila, Tony Tolbert, Dave Butts, Christian Okoye, and Jim Backen. So with Billy Sims and Christian Okoye both in the backfield, there's going to be a lot of dump-off passes to the receiver, as well as some run game. See what we can do in this one. Let's call heads and see if we can get that toss. Hopefully we'll be able to get the ball at halftime, and we will. We're going to defer. So Kevin Epstein, I'm lining up to start this football game. Let's see how things go this time. Hopefully we'll be able to make a stand. We want to try and avoid 500 as best as we can. And that will happen here if we can get a win, as that is going to be returned. Billy Sims with an opportunity here, and he's going to get all the way out to the 33-yard line. First down for the Indians. So Ken Stabler, Oakland Raider Hall of Famer, one of the best quarterbacks they ever had, and he's going to toss that out to Sims. That'll get him 3 at least. You see Brown lining up on that far left-hand side. He is a very fierce tackle that we've got to try to get past. Stabler will go back to pass on this, and he'll dump that one off. That is going to be caught. Far left-hand side. That is going to be 5 yards there. Near first down. 3rd and 2. Good opportunity to get off the field here if we can do it. Stabler going to go back to pass. He'll throw that one short. That is going to be caught, and he goes out of bounds. So it's going to be about 3-4 yard gain and a first down. They've got a Okoye back there by himself, so Sims is probably in the slot. Back to pass here. That's going to be thrown deep, and in and out of the hands there. Tried to go to Jay Novacek, but couldn't get him. Jay Novacek, one of my favorite Dallas Cowboy players of all time. as he was a big key for that team. Back to pass on that one. He's going to throw that over the middle, and that's going to be caught and enough for the first down. Now they're going to no huddle. Offset eye here, and they're going to hand that off. And Sims is going to get blown up in the backfield. Offset eye now. Collier and Sims are back there. That's going to be a quick pass attempt, and that is dropped. 3rd and 13 now. They're near midfield. Looking to throw that one. That's going to be short to Okoye. He's going to get it. That is 12 yards, but that is not enough. 4th down. Going to switch some things up here. Going to tack up the gut here. Peterson will get 4 yards on that carry. Run that up the middle. Peterson will get another 4. So 3rd and 2. And there is going to be good enough room that time. So Peterson with 3 straight carries up the gut. 1st down. Hopefully we won't slip on this one. Let's try the rollout. Back to pass there. Gonna throw that one toward Carter. He's got it. And Carter going to ramble downfield. He is trying his best to get to the end zone. He's going to get stopped at the 2. Ramos trying to beef his guys up in the head, trying to see if he can strengthen their resolve, as this is going to be a handoff to Peterson. He's going to go nowhere. Back to pass on this one. Oh, and that is going to be a blown up play. The pocket collapsed, and down goes our quarterback. Dave Butts was the man that made that happen, as he beat the blocking. All right, gonna go back to pass on this one. Armstrong's over the middle, and he's got that pass right in his hands. That is a touchdown, and the Kings will score first. Armstrong has been a huge receiver for us in the season, as he finds an opening. That's a touchdown. Played just good enough defense to be able to take the lead. Now we got to see if we can do it again. Offset eye with 3 receivers for Stabler, and he's going to hand that off to Sims. Sims is going to get blown up, though. He gets 2 yards, and then Bryce Pop stopped the momentum. That's the one thing I'm going to watch out for, is they will force me into a nickel package, and then they will run the football straight at me with only 2 linebackers. So definitely got to pay attention to what they're doing here in this one. Thigpen far right, Novacek Muntz is left with 2 tight ends in there. And they're going to toss this out, and that's going to be Sims who's going to get blown up there. You see the defensive end, Kane, there. He's definitely happy at the result. Only 1 yard that time. They're going to go nickel yet again this time, but there's a good chance they could throw. There's also a good chance they could run. All set out with 3 receivers. Stabler's going to go back to pass, and he's looking over the middle. He's got it. That's Thigpen. NC Thigpen, reliable target. I know what I needed to defend against there, and I probably should have went with another call, but it's all right. I'm reading Thigpen to the left. 1 tight end in there, and they're offset eye there, and they're going to throw that one deep, and Grant's going to snag one. That is going to be an interception. Oh, man. Grant goes up in one hand, snags it. Owen Grant. We've not said his name much this year, but he goes up and one hands it. Made that look easy. Back to pass on this one. I'll fire that one over the middle and try to get Armstrong, but they just could not get it. Hands were not there that time. Back to pass on this one. Throw that Well, wanted to throw that over the middle, but Tarkenten led his guy way too much. That is going to be incomplete. 3rd and 10 now. Back to pass there. We'll fire that one toward Moss. He's got that one. One hand snagging that one. Nice play there for Moss. So, looks like he could be a good target here, but he's not been consistent. Back to pass here. Tarkenten's going to take off. We'll dive down. He's going to actually get the first down. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Kings with the ball and the lead after 7-0 over the Indians. Go ahead and see if we can actually run this draw play. And there's going to be a good handoff for Peterson. He's going to find a good lane, and that'll get him 8. Back to pass on this one. We'll throw that to Armstrong. He is wide open. He's got the catch. And he's going to be in the red zone, 11-yard line, first down. That's his second catch for 14 yards, as Chris Armstrong has been a reliable target for us all year, as I have said. I'll be able to see if we can take advantage of Peterson out of the backfield if nobody gets open. Armstrong's sitting down. James is in there now. Throw that one to Peterson. He will only get a yard out of that. Good coverage by the defense. All right, going back to pass on this one. Fine Moss over the middle, but that is going to be swatted. Good play by the D-back. 3rd and 9 now. .534 left in the half, as we have got some good options out there at receiver right now. Back to pass on that one. Oh, Frizzell is going to be diving, and he gets the first down. A first catch for him in a long while, and he makes that happen. Very good catch there by Frizzell, as we needed him on that one. And Peterson's going to get the ball, and he's going to walk that one into the end zone. Touchdown, Kings. Try the inside sting one more time. Inside sting may be a good option here. Let's see how this works out. Stabler, I formation. He's going to throw that one deep, and that is caught. Wilcox was over there, but not in time. Great catch there by guess who? Yancey Thigpen, as he gets that one into Minneapolis territory in a heartbeat. Stabler found him on the crossing route, the little post pattern. Over the middle. Wilcox couldn't get there in time. Offset out to the weak side there with Novacek on the right end. That's going to be back to pass, and Stabler's going to take off, and he's going to get taken down there at the 32-yard line. Great run by him, as nobody was watching the quarterback. Stabler, 45.8 rating, 60 yards. He's got the interception against him, as he goes single back here. One tight end in there, 3 receivers. Collier is going to get the handoff there, and that's going to be a good solid 8 yards. And Stabler's going to throw this one. He's going to dump that off to Sims. Sims will get the catch, and he'll be taken down. Looks like Grant made the tackle. Inside, offset out to the weak side with Novacek out to the left, and that's going to be a great tackle there. We blitzed that side, and that was a beautiful one there. Chelsea Gallion, the outside linebacker, found the hole as they were blitzing that side. The ends and the linebackers both charged on that side. The other side collapsed. As they're going to hand that off, Okoye is going to plow through one guy. That's fitting and branded for that man. The Nigerian Nightmare with a simple 3 yards there. Opportunities, hopefully, to get some points this time. I formation, he'll go back to pass. And they're going to throw that one over the middle, and Studwell was right there. I don't believe he saw him. That's going to be incomplete and 4th down. Ball at the 17-yard line. This should be about a 34-yarder, and the straight kicking backing is going to put that one straight through the uprights, up, in, and good. Jim Backing, old school straight kicker, puts that one where it needs to be. Gonna try and see what's going to be the best options here. Chris Carter by himself over there might be a good chance to hit him as well. Back to pass on this one. Gonna launch that one deep toward Randy Moss. Let's see if he's got a chance at it, and he will not be able to. Good coverage by the safety. We decided to launch one deep there. Gonna go with quads on this one, see if there's maybe a possibility to get somebody deep on this. We'll throw that on middle for Moss. He's got it. So it'll be a first down. Why not do that again? Minute and a half to go. We've got all three of our timeouts here. We'll throw that over the middle. Moss has got it again. And that is going to be it. We'll continue to take advantage of that one. Back to pass on this one. Ooh, Tarkenten's going to have to get out of there. And he's going to slide down near the 20. First down, we'll take our first time out. Back to pass on this one. Tarkenten looking over the middle, and Moss can't quite get there. Looked like he was inadvertently hindered on that route. Back to pass on this one. Look for Moss over the middle. He's got it, and he's going to power his way forward for a first down. All right, less than 40 seconds to go here. Back to pass on this one. Gonna fire that one quickly. Armstrong's gonna come back and get it, and he's gonna find the end zone. Chris Armstrong. As the defense was hounding Tarkenten, Tarkenten releases it, gets hit, and then the ball just wobbles out a little bit. Armstrong comes back for it. The Indians don't play it. Way to go. So I don't know if they're going to take it to the half or not. They will not get the ball to start the third quarter, but they may try and do something here, or they may just try and take this thing to the house. As Billy Sims is going to find nothing but open grass and running room. That's a touchdown for the Indians. First one of the day for them. And that's not going to work out. We'll just take it to the half as Dave Butts gets back there. It's sack number 2 for him, as he has been in our backfield off and on today. That's going to be the end of the half. Kings lead this one 21-10. They'll get the ball at the start of the third quarter as we go to the halftime show. It's been mainly the Kings in this one. Time of possession's about even, but the yards are not. 181 passing yards for the Kings, 42 rushing, as the Indians have 66 in the air and 31 on the ground. As you see some of the big plays, Chris Carter with the first big scamper all the way down the 2-yard line, as that's set up for the score for Peterson, and then Stabler throwing this one. Grant reaches up, intercepts it, and that gives the Kings the opportunity to score their second touchdown. As you see Peterson running that one in for the score. He has been doing what he needs to today. You see the receiving yards, Armstrong with 2 touchdowns out of only 26 yards, but he has made it happen. 20 yards rushing today for Peterson. Tarkenten's got 22. As you see this one, Tarkenten throwing that one to Armstrong, and Armstrong able to reach and get it and able to find the end zone on that one. That gave us the 21-10. Then you see Billy Sims with his big kickoff return. Special teams has been trouble for us all year, as he brings that one to the end zone, and that puts the Indians at 10. We return to the rainy Bierski Stadium, Bierski Field, as it is going to be interesting to see how the second half goes. The Indians have a bit of work to do. Jim Backen to start the second half of action. Let's see how far he puts this football as that one goes all the way to the end zone yet again. Peterson with it at the goal line. And he's going to plow his way forward to the 26. Not too bad there. They're not going to fall for that, so we're just going to change things up here. Peterson's going to get the handoff, and that left side that I was going to try and go did not work out. Go back to pass on this one. Tarkenten's going to step up. He's going to take off, and that'll be a good gain of 6. Because Tarkenten mad at the hit. 3rd and 4 here on this one. Tarkenten back to pass. He'll slide down on this one. We'll just take advantage of it. Tarkenten getting back in position here for this one. 1st down. New set of downs is always good, as that one's going to be too far out of reach. Looked like he was trying to go the tight end and could not get him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. You see Randy Moss thrown to 8 times. He's got 4 catches for 63 yards. So it's been pretty good for him today, as Peterson's going to get the handoff. He'll get a couple there, not much. Go back to pass on this one. Tarkenten's going to take off. He's not going to be able to get the whole thing, though. You see Brown setting himself up there at the end of the line. He is ready to make something happen for his team. As they go I formation, 1 tight end in there. Stabler changing things up at the line. Back to pass. He'll throw that to the left. That is going to be caught. Guess who? Yancey Thigpen. 5 receptions, 6 targets there. 8. Big package in there with 3 tight ends. They are offset eye to the right, and they're going to hand that off. And Sims is going to spin move as he got out of that tackle. Studwell wasn't able to wrap him up. 1st down, Indians. And they're going to hand that off, and Sims is going to find a running lane there, and he's going to get taken down, I believe. That is going to be at the 39-yard line, 2nd and 6 after 4. 3:34 left in the 3rd here. As time ticking down, Stabler's going to hand that off. Sims is going to get it, but he's not going to find enough room to go anywhere. As Kane, one of the guys over there to make the tackle, as well as the linebacker Galen. That's going to be a short one. Offset eye to the left. 3 receivers out there. Stabler hoping to make something happen on this. He'll go back to pass. And he's going to go straight down. Keith Millard broke through. And that is going to be a sack. Try the rollout yet again. It has worked off and on. And then we get sacked because we take way too much long trying to make a decision. We'll roll out yet again here. We'll fire that one toward Carter, and that's going to be swatted. Good play by the D-back. 3rd and 20 now. Back to pass on this one. We'll fire that one over the middle toward Moss, but there's a lot of congestion over there. So that sack put us in a bad spot there. The Kings have stalled out a few times. The Indians going to see if they can take advantage of it as they change some things up here. Back to pass for Stabler, and he nearly runs into trouble only to get out of it, and then he runs into more trouble. Scott Studwell, he was right in the right position there. Stabler tried to get out of there, and he ran right into Studwell as he moved on the wrong side of his blocker right into Studwell. 2nd and 13 now, as the Stabler is going to throw that one to the right, and that is going to be off the hands of the receiver. Incomplete. 1:11 left in the third. Still one more full quarter of action to go, as we're going to play some deep coverage defense. 3rd and 13, Stabler offset I. And the Indians are going to look to make a play. They're going to dump this off, and Billy Sims is going to try everything he can to make something happen, but too many bodies. 4th down, as you see, Fran Tarkenten, 181 yards and 2 passing touchdowns on the day. Trying to see if we can move some guys out of position here. That will definitely not happen. So Peterson's going to get the ball, and he's going to lose the yard that time. So nothing doing. Carter might be an option on this. He is going to be deep out there. Back to pass here on this one. Going to fire that one toward Randy Moss, but a little bit of coverage there. That's going to be incomplete. And fire that one toward Carter. He's going to reach up and he's going to bring it down. That's his 2nd catch. He's almost at 100 yards, as that is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Kings with the ball and the lead, 21-10 over the Indians so far. Back to pass on this one. Tarkenten's just going to take off. He's going to get 6 there. And he is not happy with the way these guys are hitting him today. Back to pass on this one. Drop that off to Peterson. He'll get it, but nothing doing there. Good coverage by the defense. Go back to pass on this one. Going to throw that to Carter. He's wide open there on that left-hand side. And that'll get us in the red zone yet again. And Peterson will get the ball. He's going to find 3 yards that time. Not too bad. 2nd and 7 at the 12. Back to pass on this one. Tarkenten's going to take off, and he's going to find the 1st down there. Good run by Tarkenten. That is going to help out quite a bit. Back to pass on this one. I'll throw that to the right-hand side. That's Armstrong yet again. Touchdown, Kings. Chris Armstrong is having a day-to-day to remember as he tries to bring life back into the football. What a day for Chris Armstrong. Doesn't have the yards, but he has been our utility guy all day today as he gets the out route and finds enough room for the score. Back to pass here for Stabler. He's going to throw that to Thigpen, who's going to stay in bounds. It's going to be a good catch and a good carry for 9 there. Stabler now offset I as he goes to the no huddle. Back to pass there for him. He'll dump that off. That's Sims who's going to get plowed. Offset I yet again. No huddle. We're going to throw that left. That's going to be Sims again. And Sims is going to get shoved out of bounds. Forward momentum says he was shy of the sticks. So the no huddle did not work at all. They're going to go for it here. If they don't get this one, it's going to be pretty much over for them as they go with the big package. One tight end, 2 receivers out there. And Stabler's going to throw. That's going to be caught. That's Jay Novacek. That's got to be his 1st catch of the day. Back to pass here on this one. They're going to dump that off to Sims. Sims is going to get maybe a yard there. Doing a lot of dump passes on this one, especially to the receiver, to the running backs, as that is going to be, swatted. Good play there. That was Galian as he swatted that pass out of the air big time. Great play by him. 3rd down now. Kings look to try and make one more stop. Ball at the 49-yard line of Minneapolis. And that's going to be throw to the left, and Thigpen's going to catch it, but he's going to fall to the grass as now 100 yards for Stabler. No scores for him yet, but he's got the 1 interception, which is not really what you want to see. And they're going to fake the handoff there. Tarkenten. Stabler able to find a receiver there as he's going to put his man in position there. That's going to be a big gain in the first down, and that's going to be a nice dump off to Sims. Sims is going to break a tackle. Wilcox has to come over and make the tackle there. Stabler's going to have to hurry, as that is going to be another dump off. That is going to be Sims with a single yard gain there. Ball to 19 is there at the edge of the red zone. That's going to be dumped off, and good tackle there. Looked like either Bryce Pop or Studwell. Looked like Studwell was the one that helped bring him down. They're going to dump that one off and try to go to Thigpen again. He missed him. 4th down. 13-yard line for the Indians. This is going to be about a 30-yarder, and that's going to be up, in, and good. So a good kick there for back, and that's going to give them some more points and some more life. Setting up now for the onside kick. The Indians are going to have to get this, or this game is going to be over, as that is going to be on the ground. Randy Moss is going to find it, and Randy Moss is going to take it up to the Milwaukee 34-yard line. That is going to be the game. And that is going to be up, in, and good. Kevin Epstein a little slow on the trigger there, but he gets it. 31-13 is going to be the score now, as the Indians' fate is now sealed. Again, Stabler going to end this game. He had the one interception. And after that interception, he just wasn't really able to put anything together for his team. That's going to be a good toss to the right. They'll get the first down. Ball the 43-yard line of Minneapolis, as a big gain for them allowed them to get in territory. Back to pass here. Stabler is going to dump that off. And that is going to be Okoye who's going to make that all the way to the sideline, and it gets shoved out. Stabler now shotgun, empty backfield. He's got Novacek out there as tight end and 4 receivers. Back to pass there for him. He's going to launch this one deep toward the end zone. That is going to be McCollum that tips it, and then that is caught Yancey Thigpen. Of course he makes that catch. So the Indians heave that one deep, and Stabler is going to get his first touchdown of the game thanks to some shenanigans. Launched that one deep. Then Thigpen, head on a swivel, founds the football. Tarkenten will kneel down. And that is going to be the football game. Minneapolis Kings able to put some game plan together that actually works. Kings will beat it. Indians fall just shy in this one, 31-20, as we check out the post-game show. Indians came back, able to get 186 yards out of the air. Nothing really doing on the ground with 43. A lot of rushing yards for the Kings this time, thankfully, because of Tarkenten using his legs as the scrambler he was. You see Carter making a big catch there that allowed the Kings to get deep downfield. You see the sacks today as Tarkenten, 224 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. Stabler, 186, and was able to get a touchdown there late, thanks to Thigpen's head being in the right place there. You see Billy Sims also with a return for a touchdown. As you see Epstein's field goal, that one straight in true today, so able to get that one. Adrian Peterson will have 38 yards rushing today and a touchdown, but Chris Armstrong today, you might have seen the stats, 3 touchdowns today for Chris Armstrong. As you see the tip catch there for Thigpen, and that was the last of the day. As you see, player of the game is going to be Fran Tarkenten, 14 for 23, 224 yards and 3 touchdowns, with 50 yards rushing on the ground as well. As we'll check out the ratings and stuff. Tarkenten, 133 rating, 14 for 23, 224 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. Stabler 1-1 on the touchdowns, interceptions, 89.4 with a 20 for 27, 74% rating. So he was on target today. Rushing wise, Peterson the most carries, 14 for 38 yards and the touchdown. Tarkenten had 10 rushes as he scrambled quite a bit for 50 yards. Billy Sims only 14 yards on the day. Okoye 12. And then Stabler had 17 on that big scamper he had earlier. Receiving wise, it was Yancey Thigpen with 8 catches, 90 yards and a touchdown. Billy Sims 5 for 25. Moss 4 for 63. Armstrong, though, big day, 4 catches, 30 yards and 3 touchdowns, as he only missed 1 opportunity to make a catch. Carter, 3 catches, 119 yards. Peterson, 2 for 3. Okoye, 2 for 20. Hamre, 2 for 27. And Frizzell able to get a catch today for 9 yards, so happy about that. Novacek with 8 yards on his. Urban with 6, and Coleman with 10. Defensively now, as we take a look at that, Wilcots, 5 tackles and an assist. Woods with 5. Ramos with 5. McCollum with 4 and 2. Goodwin, Joprue, and Thomas able to do 4 tackles as well. Studwell with 3. Pop with 3. Kane with 3. Hunter with 3. Kennedy with 3. Souls, Butts with 3 as well. As we check out the sacks. 2 sacks for David Butts. Scott Studwell able to get a sack, as well as Keith Millard and Davis. All 3 of them able to get into the backfield and make something happen this time. Interceptions, the only one went to Grant, who was able to reach up and grab that one back and able to hit both of his field goals, the longest being the 34-yarder. And then Kevin Epstein hits a little bit longer with 38, as we were killing clock there at the end. So appreciate everybody watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, as our next opponent is going to be the Arizona Scorpions. Check that out next time. We'll see you around. May God bless you.